Each and every one of these holes with its markings is one cut of local limestone, cut out for bridges, buildings, forts, and nowadays for mainly restoration purposes. That's not done here anymore though. That's done in the caves of Valkenburg. Well, the weather is really nice now. It is of course still winter, which means soggy fields and slippery slopes. We'll start by walking towards the other side first, because this is the opposite side of where I want it to be, but it doesn't really matter. And to show you why, well, we're against the sun. A little bit hard to see for you guys. I'm not the only one using this path. We have horseback riders there. Look at all the people walking. Really busy today. So, what are we looking at? Well, we are at the open pit mine of the Eerste Nederlandse Cement Industrie, First Netherlands Cement Industry, or ENCI, and that's the actual processing plant. It really was the first industrial-sized limestone mine of the Netherlands and was opened back in 1926. As more and more limestone was mined here, several expansion permits were obtained by ENCI over the years. But eventually those permits ran out and no new ones were given because digging deeper could possibly lead to a breach of carbon-aged groundwater under pressure that would cause higher water levels than the nearby river Maas. That is the stairs down. Viewpoint. That's a lot of wind. Okay, challenge accepted. I'm going to take these stairs down and then back up again.
Zit niks, zoveel te lopen. Ja.
It does look really cool now. Right over there is the old ENCI cement factory. The last age of the Cretaceous is named Maastricht, after the nearby city. It roughly runs from 72.2 million to 66 million years ago, right up to the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. Back in those days, this was a shallow tropical sea, and the fact that the region had not been pushed up enough by plate tectonics. Africa is still pushing towards the north until today, to be above sea level. These limestone formations are mostly calcium carbonate formed from sea life after it died and settled as sediments. Some of these layers are rich in fossils from that period. If you are thinking where you have heard this story before, you might remember that the famous white cliffs of Dover date from the same age and were formed in the same way. Probably the most famous of fossils found right here is that of the mosasaurs. A huge lizard, not a dinosaur at all, with lengths up to 12 meters. As there were different kinds of them, not all reached that length, but all were fierce predators, just like the sharks they had to share these shallow seas with. This is the limestone that was cut out of the mountains everywhere here, by hand. And as you can see, you can scratch it. This is my nail. That's how soft it is. All the other entrances are boarded off because people get lost here. We don't want that. Pretty cool. All these markings here. Almost looks like an Egyptian pyramid. Maybe one day they'll find it and go explore what it means. So that's where we came from. Took these stairs down into the open pit mine. And now we are going to continue walking along this path towards the former factory. Each and every one of these holes with its markings is one cut of local limestone, cut out for bridges, buildings, forts, and nowadays for mainly restoration purposes. That's not done here anymore though. That's done in the caves of Valkenburg. Every block hand cut, then hand hauled for processing. All the rest of the pit was used to make limestone for the cement industry right over there. I'm getting there. Oh man, I'm too old for this shit. I'm not 12 anymore, I know, but it's still pretty cool. We are at the bottom of the pit roughly, making our way to the actual factory of the ENCI, the Eerste Nederlandse Cement Industrie. It opened its doors here in 1926 or 1928, one of those.
This site no longer sees any mining activities. The only place where limestone is mined in the Netherlands nowadays is the nearby site of Sibbe, a little to the east of here. This area has become a nature reserve in development after operation ceased on June 1st, 2018. The site was turned over to the regional government and later in 2020 to Monumentenzorg.
That looks like a blue lagoon. And that's the factory of the former ENCI. And where did we come from? Well, right over there, right up there, the viewing point. This is a viewpoint. I'm not trespassing or anything. Trespassing here is, of course, illegal, but also dangerous. You can avoid dangers. That water looks really nice, though. Look. Oh, absolutely stunning with the blue sky. Yeah. All those little holes are little tunnels cut into the mountains because of course you cannot dig an entire layer out, that would make your mountain collapse. While all these little tunnels are made manually, this open pit was dug by machines though. A little bit too much work to excavate it by hand. Although you can imagine in the 1920s that would be very rudimentary techniques. The layer of pure limestone that was dug out for the use of buildings was only a few meters thick. Just below it was a layer of marl that was mixed with chunks of flint. You can't use that for making nice buildings, so they only dug out a meter or two in most places for the pure yellow limestone we know in all the buildings and renovation projects. Imagine back in the day, roaring machines digging out limestone here, and this cement factory crushing it, processing it. That must have been a constant noise. The ENCI closed down in the early 2000s because they weren't allowed to get another permit to dig even deeper, citing fears that they would hit bedrock and an aquifer under pressure, which could raise the water level in this mine here with 50 meters, way above the level of the nearby river Maas, properly complicating things. So that permit never was given out, and now it's a nature resort. Look at how busy the terrace is. Didn't see an empty chair, which is unfortunate because I would love to have a little break here.
Earlier I showed you a piece of flint.
Those dark lines are all flint. Let's have a closer look at the layers we can clearly see here.
This is what erosion looks like. This wall has been here for a few decades, but its layers clearly visible. This is all that's come crumbling down over the years. Now you will find the occasional fossil here. Oh, I think that's just flint, but yeah, might be able to find something. You need to dig probably. It almost looks like someone stacked these layers, but this is all natural. We have less than a meter thick limestone, then a little bit of flint, then half a meter of limestone, then flint, then some 2 meters of limestone, then flint, limestone, flint. Yeah, you get the idea. So we're almost back in the city of Maastricht. It's about 10 meters. And probably you don't believe me, but I'll show you. Here's the sign. The Maaspunttoren. Which looks really nice. Has a stairs, but the stairs is broken. So you can't really go there. Look at the sky. Well, the sun is hiding for a bit for the first time today. This is it for me from Maastricht here in the southern part of the Netherlands. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment as it helps me with the engagement, as you know. Thank you for watching and see you soon. How the heck do I get down here? Oh well.